Alright, I picked up this air compressor a couple weeks ago now. Just haven't opened it yet, just kind of been waiting for a nice day and my tires to be low again. And but I figured I'd take a little video in case someone out there is looking to buy the same thing, or if someone out there is looking to see how this thing works or how to use it or whatnot. But I got it from Home Depot. I can't remember exactly how much it was off the top of my head. I think it was around 300 bucks with a lot of 50-foot hose too, and then some little attachments. But up until now, the only air compressor I've ever used is this thing here, which at this point it's been used a lot for, I mean, my old man used it to put all this tongue and groove up all the way around. Up and I'm in tons of tongue and groove, so I mean it's done its work. But now I'd say it's, I mean, I could probably inflate a beach ball faster with my mouth than this thing could. So bit the bullet and bought a decent one. Hopefully I would buy a nicer one that's oil fit, like an oil fed lines and stuff like that, that's actually going to last for a long time. But this is not my house, and there's no 240 volt outlets anyways, so wouldn't really be able to do that anyway. But all right, well, here we go. I'll show whatever's interesting. It says you can run all sorts of air tools off it, but it says surface prep. I think that more means like a buffing wheel. I highly doubt you could run like a big sander, air sander off this thing, because from what I know, air sanders take quite a bit of air. But All right, well, I'm gonna give them bonus points for how easy it was to take all that stuff off. Figured there's gonna be a billion cables and pieces of plastic and who knows what else, but assembled in USA. I wish that you would see made in USA anymore, but it's just too expensive apparently to make anything, I guess, in America. All right, well, as I kind of expected, there wasn't really anything you had to do that's out of the ordinary as far as starting it up for the first time from what I did read in this. Sounds like they pretty much get it ready to plug in and use right from the factory, which is about expected when you get something from Home Depot. That's kind of how most of the stuff is meant to be, I would assume. This is, however, I did find this could be very useful to someone if no one's ever used an air compressor at all. But try and get a good shot of this. Maybe take a picture too. Hook up this hose quick. And these can live in the box of owner's manuals that seemingly never get used, but I, for some reason, can't get myself to throw away. Oh, come on. I don't know if this pipe seal tape or thread seal tape is bad, or if I'm just bad. One of the two. Idiot. Just when I thought I was done with the thread tape. All right. Oh, that was loud. Go put some air in some stuff. All right, before I fire this thing up, I figured I'd show where that drain valve is and how to use it if you've never used it or drained an air compressor. Okay, so there's your drain valve, and the way that it works is when you're done using your air compressor, let all the air out of it, and then turn it, open it, and then if there is any condensation in there, it'll drain out of there, and then before you use it again, or right after you do that, just tighten that bottom valve back up, just like that. And highly recommend that you drain your air compressor very often, especially if you use it outside like I plan to quite a bit and there's lots of condensation, because I've seen a video where the inside of one of these tanks rusted, and the guy, thankfully he wasn't in the garage, but it exploded in his garage when it was filling up and he was inside the house. And not that it's probably common, but if it can happen, it will happen in my case, so just something to keep in mind. Alright, let's see how long this thing takes to fill up. Alright, well, it took 12 minutes, but I think that's just because I shut it off the one time, because I didn't know if I think I had the pressure cranked way up while I was filling, which is, I don't think what you're supposed to do, but I think now we should. So I think now it's all the way closed, so now I can add some if I need it. So if you want to put like 40 psi in your tire or something, you could go up to that. Alright, see where my tire's at. My front left one keeps getting low.
Husky, here! Husky, here!
Alright, well. If you're wondering why I have nitrogen valve stem caps, is because I bought them by accident. But that green, typically, if I'm correct, represents that your tires are nitrogen filled. But I could be wrong, so. When you're done, turn this all the way clockwise to let the tool pressure down, and then you can pull the safety valve. Okay, well, the way that I drain that and let that air out is not, absolutely not the way that you should do it. So get all the air out completely, then open your drain tank, make sure there's nothing coming out, and then screw it back up, and then you can put it away. Besides that, seemed like a pretty decent process. Worked good. Didn't kick on the whole time airing up all 4 tires, so I will update it and after a while using it.